Welcome back, everybody. Let me get chats up. Holy cow. There we go. Oh, that's enough of that. Go away. No, not that scene, dang it. This scene. This scene? Oh, okay. So now it's just going to be complaining about that, too. Everything's complaining about everything. All right. Let's go display, and it should be... Nope. Here, you guys can look at that one so while I fix this stupid camera. There we go. Now, camera. Why is the camera being dumb? Huh. I don't know. Camera's right there. Near. Okay, so this scene was actually... Hello again! Why is the camera doing this? Webcam capture. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. I don't even know. Ah, there we are. So, yeah. What do you guys think about the project? I mean, I don't know if anybody has seen the before and after pictures, but if you'd like to, I'll show you before, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. And, you know, it is all my fault. Oh, you know what? These lights aren't on. I'm like, why doesn't it look right? Yeah, now I'm all washed out. There we go. Hey, that looks so much better. Oh. But, yeah, so we just turned the office AC on Ice Cube. This is what happens when you're fat. You overheat. And it's also a danger sign in case anybody didn't know. Kenny, welcome back. Yo, Brad. Hey, guys. Oh, man. And Mythical, how are you? Welcome back. And let's see. Close this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. And reopen Touch Portal. I got a towel here because I'm sweating like mad. So we do have a bunch of projects indoors that we need to accomplish. So I've got the 5-inch touchscreen, and now I'm debating whether to put it on the do ender, which I still think I'm going to do, and just get another one for the Ender 6. The Ender 6, I'm waiting on responses for some possible sponsorship for some parts, because we're going to go 48 volts with it and make it into a speed demon. So we're going to go head to head with Projects Trident and see who can make the fastest benchy. Proper benchy, not blob. By the way, if you guys didn't see, this is one of the security cameras outside, and this is what I had actually planned on using to stream, but I actually need to get some USB cables to extend out through the window so I can put the wireless microphone receiver out there so it can actually pick stuff up. I mean, it can see the whole yard when I'm out there. But what's up, DNG? Welcome. But yeah, so outside, it just doesn't the wireless microphone receiver doesn't work from inside. So I need to get a USB cable to put outside, and then I'm gonna make that a permanent fixture, so that when I'm out there doing stuff, or because right where that table's sitting, that white table, I plan on actually putting a small fire pit. So putting some chairs or benches around it and making a nice little fire pit. Well, it'll be about 10 foot further to the west. The greenhouse is sitting on the west side of the property, so. But that way we could do some outdoor live stream and, have some fun that way. But speaking of adventures, so like I said, all I got to do is bring in some rock from the front yard and throw it down there to harden that base just a little bit. Maybe about 3-4 buckets worth, which would be pretty much all that I have that's spare out there. And then tomorrow, go to the city and find out what's the deal with my building permit, because it shouldn't take this long to get a building permit. Normally every time I've done something like that, it's signed off on the same day, but they're having personnel issues apparently. And then I got to call the people that have the dumpster, have them pick that up, take it away so I don't have to pay for it anymore. And yeah, it's going to be good. The yard will be cleared out here shortly. There's a bunch of scrap steel next to that furniture that just I'm going to throw out in the alley and say, come get it. Somebody will come get it. Oops, I forgot. That's not the right one. That's not the right one either, but I guess it'll work. Yeah, so let's see. Turn off the desk cam. Turn on that. And that didn't happen the way it was supposed to. There we go. Oh, and I know. I mean, I'm not expecting a lot of viewership right now because I haven't been streaming, and that's on me, guys, and I apologize. I apologize. I mean, there's only so much that one man can do. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. I have to read. I've been redoing. I have a brand new set of scenes coming, and I've been messing everything up. So, oh, you guys want to see? There's puppies outside. There are puppies outside. You guys want to see the puppies? There's Powder. And Ruby, my son's German Shepherd's around there somewhere. She was in scene a minute ago. Puppies! And Powder's digging. Yep, he's digging. He's the one that digs the holes next to the house. It's quite annoying, actually. Yeah, just piss on the generator. It doesn't work right now anyway, so yeah, just piss on it. So Powder made the decision, everybody. We are getting rid of the generator. Just piss on it. Ah, there's Ruby. Doodly assassin, as any good dog should be digging at. Yep. Ruby's like, oh man, that stinks. But she's going to smell it anyway. What is she doing? He didn't even piss on that part of it. I don't even know. It's so now I can't hardly see them because they're both dark colored dogs. Oh, there's Powder. Oh, he's got pee on it again. Ruby's probably stalking a snake. I didn't tell you guys out there, but there was a snake right over there in the corner there. We have a lot of garter snakes out in the yard, and I just love having them out there because you know, they get rid of the spiders, and the big ones get rid of the mice, and they eat the ticks and all that good stuff. I got one garter snake that lives over by the neighbor's garage, and he's about, and it is a he, as far as I can tell, but he's close to almost 3 feet long now, and he's just a bit bigger around than my thumb. But he actually lives in the wall of their garage. What's up, Dan? How you doing, brother? I hope things are going a little bit better for you. Hey, now did that actually bring up a proper link? I bet you it didn't because it's just being dumb. Good morning, Havoc. How are you doing, brother? Yeah, we're back inside. We're back inside because I was overheating and needed to come sit down, and I just wanted to, come BS because I haven't been on in a bit, in a hot minute. Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Dale Mack, how you doing, brother? That thing is dry. It went to your channel. What, did you raid me and it didn't tell me? Is that what happened? Did I get raided? Wait, oh, the link goes to my channel. I really would. I have talked to StreamLabs about that. This is their bot that does this, and I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. I honestly don't. Oh, but yeah, we have the 3MS, by the way, that we need to finish um, before we start working on anything else. And I've been, and then we have the rails to put on the dew ender, and I need to create a new hot end for it. What are we making over here, Bob? We are making nothing at the moment. I just got inside from working outside, cleaning up the yard again. My backyard got completely out of hand, and now I have a really big reason to actually get it all cleaned up and make it look nice again because we're building a 13 by 22 workshop right there over by the fence. You can see the form for the concrete pad. Hopefully that'll be poured on Wednesday or at the latest Thursday. That way we can actually start work on the actual building sometime around Sunday. And I'm going to stream the entire process. And then we're going to cut the stream up and make videos out of it. But yeah, there's still quite a bit to go, but we've already gotten rid of 16 yards of garbage. Literally just old wood from old projects and you know weeds and all that crap. Just garbage. But we're going to be putting the shop in, cleaning the yard up, getting rid of all the weeds, and possibly putting astroturf in the entire backyard. The fake grass stuff. That way no weeds actually come up ever again. And I don't have to water it. I am horrible when it comes to watering. But then we got to get the greenhouse picked up and moved, clear that space out, put the greenhouse back, and get some new plastic to put on it. And I do want to get some live stream cam, a live stream cam in the greenhouse itself. And I'm actually considering doing my aquaponics setup again, because that was a big hit back when I did it. You know, a lot of people enjoyed that. I actually had people coming over to the house to take a look at it. It was quite fun. And for some reason, my microphone sounds like I'm out in BFE. Hopefully that sounds better. You see the puppers? Yes, that's Ruby. She's sitting there chilling. Powder is out there too, and he's a Bernese Mountain. She's pure 100% German Shepherd. And then my wife's dog, who doesn't like go outside. She's obviously with my wife. But I got to move all that steel out into the alley. And I just got a text message a bit ago from a friend of mine. He's willing to take those random mattresses somebody probably just threw over my damn fence. I don't even know how they got here. But he's willing to take those out to his burn pit. So now I just got to figure out what to do with that old couch, because our dump does not allow furniture. Get that? It does. Appliances and furniture are big no-nos. Whether it's metal or steel, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so on the inside projects, and you'll have to forgive the workbench, it's a complete disaster. Work cam 1, I believe it is. Yeah, there we are. Of course, it's out of focus, but like I said, we have the 3MS. Move the camera over here. I got to get the footage off of it from yesterday so I can make a video out of it. But this thing is all ready to go. I just need to mount it and put power on it. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run a 24 volt line down to the printer's power supply. You're starting to get the parts for that. It's so simple. These things, I mean, it's heavy though. I mean, this thing it's just god awful. I mean, you have 4 extruders, you know, uh, you know, what is it? The 4240s, I think it is. Yeah, 4240. You have 4 4240 motors on this thing. It is beefy as hell. It's definitely going to be interesting, and I've been thinking about building a filamentalist to go along with it, so it has proper rewind capacity. Because that's one of the things I'm kind of scared about, is it's just going to make rolls just go stupid. I've been told that if you get your retraction settings right, then you don't really have to worry about that. But I don't know. Hold on, I got to get this belt off. It's eating into me. Anybody else have that problem? You cannot wear belts in a chair? I'm allergic to metal. Some metals. Oh, that's so much better. I have parts for 2 Happy Turtle lettuce feeders, but I don't know. I'm having like desire issues. Wish you could share a pic. Send it through Discord, Brad. Shoot it to my Discord. You put yours in a filamentalist? That's cool. Oh, see, that's a good idea, mounting it right onto it. I like that. I mean, definitely. I'm interested, because I actually want to end up doing an 8 lane So, that would be absolutely sick. What'd you put it on? Because I know that won't work on a Pico. Did you have the like a Kraken control at all, or like a Manta 8? Because you're going to be using two two motor ports, one for the filamentalist and one for the actual extruder. All right, have it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me bring up the Discord. No, 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 no. Yeah, I was actually looking directly at the TAS EMU unit. That thing looks pretty sick. Used an octopus. All right, cool, Brad. Cool. We'll make sure that Dan gets a copy of that too. And the cool part is the 3MS can be built out of spare parts of just about anything. I actually saw a mod that a guy did. He used 4 Sherpa minis. I'm like, okay, that's kind of sick. And you can get the Bondtech, the generic Bondtechs for like $10 a piece, or actually they're like $9 on AliExpress if you buy packs of 4. Yeah, let me bring this up in a browser, and we'll show everybody what you sent me. No, 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 no. Wrong window. That's still the wrong window. Primary. There we go. But yeah, this is the EMU. This thing is actually pretty sick. The only problem I have with this particular thing is it is so advanced to build. There is so much to this thing. So many little parts. I mean, look at the bomb. Look at the bomb, man. Look at it. Look at it. There's so many parts. Yeah, I don't know how he's controlling each lane. I was looking at this the other day, and I'm like, what? So he's using 42, 42, 23 steppers. Why that specific stepper? I mean, it is definitely, I mean, you build one, then you build two, then you build three, then you build four, then you build 18. Yeah, the bomb is broke down per unit. All of this just for one. Just one. Ah, you sent pics. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go. No, 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 no. Ah, yes. Feel the dark side. Let me download. And then we open the picture up. So using the generic Bondtech on it, that's cool. I was looking at those. Is that the ones that came off of Amazon? What is my profession? I used to be a wireless network engineer and IT administrator. Used to be. I am medically retired and quite retarded. But yeah, that's a nice little setup right there. I like it. I like it a lot. The Amazon clones, yeah. Yeah, I found those same clones on AliExpress for like $9 a piece if you buy a pack of four. No, I'm a broken old man, so I don't do much of anything anymore. What do you mean? Watch what I say. Wifey's here to give me a hard time, y'all. But I'm definitely interested in this one. There's another one that I was interested in. Did I actually save the link to that? I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. By the way, I need to get a hold of Armor, and I do want to test this BD sensor, the ABL probe. They do find chamfer the inside of it. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah. But $40 for this probe sounds very, very interesting. I know. Did you know our friend Armor 3D Printing has his own store? You'll have David send me one? Aw, you don't need to do that. Yeah, these things are, I mean, I think Projects actually got one from Armor, and he's putting it on that new build of his. And I'm like, you know what? I am so done with probes because, especially the mechanical ones, because the damn tips break if they screw up or they short out and they blow up. I'm like, this thing will actually be kind of sick to play with. So, and it's just an eddy current probe, but apparently it's, very special. Very special. Yeah, David sent that one too. Oh, well, that's cool, Brad. And of course, he's also a reseller for Central 3D Printing's ABS, one of my sponsors as well. The Baby Daddy Sensor Probe, one of your favorites. What's up, Jay Cuddy? And I think once I get some of these projects out of the way, guys. I think I'll take the last Ender 3 that we have, and we'll make an Ender 3 NG. Since we've already done the Ender 3, the Do Ender project. Oh, I love their ABS. I mean, such good stuff. What I want to do is if I build the NG, I actually want to have LTX Designs take the panels. I'll probably send them the panels to him and have him engrave them for me because it won't fit on my mill. So yeah, I mean, I am a firm supporter of all the small businesses in our little neck of the woods because everybody's just trying to do the good things. Look at this, Brad, my third sensor. Brad, stop giving so many reviews. He does. LTX does some good work. He has shown me some of the pictures, and oh my God, he does some smoked stuff that is absolutely amazing. 3D Medic Vents, what's going on? But yeah, guys, back over to the bench. Just showing you what we got going on the bench. And why is that camera? Let me try to focus it. That's about as good as it's going to get us, apparently. But let me pause that, get that out of the way. Open this up over here. You know what's funny is it's the Labor Day deals on Amazon right now, and the first thing that pops up because my wife uses my account as well is bras. It's like, no, we can't have any manly stuff pop up. Oh, stand by, stand by, stand by. I mean, yeah, it has been a hot minute since I've done much streaming, guys, and I do apologize. Life has just, gotten to me a little bit. Neil is 12. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, anyway. Over here. Move that vape coil out of the way. So we have a very messy, messy desk right now. I bought a new set of screwdrivers too because they were purple. You guys, let's see. And they look blue on the camera, but they're actually purple. But the 3MS is ready to go. All we got to do is actually program it, and it's something that I want to get done. But I need to decide whether how I'm going to do a rewind system for it. So that'll be very, very interesting to take a look at, Brad. All good things are getting busy as the summer ends. I mean, you're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong. The I am desperately trying to get the the building, put together. And let me bring this up here in case anybody actually hasn't seen it. Show you what the inside, what the building will actually look like. You got kind of a, if you got kind of a here. So this is the building I bought. It's from AmeriLife. It is, like I said, it is 13 by 22, 13 by 21, 22. Sweet, Brad. $13 by 20.7. I'm making the pad 14 by 22. But this is the reason I asked about, when I was outside about raising it up on cinder blocks to get another, 10 inches or so of height on it. Because at its roof peak, it is 8 feet tall. It is like 6'8". Well, here's an actual picture of it. So, I mean, it's not a small shed by any means, and it's going to be completely spray foamed. which will increase the structural rigidity of it by like 1,000 times. And like I said, we're putting on a concrete foundation, and I've got some sick overhead lights for it. The only thing I need to figure out is what I'm going to do for a heater for the winter. But I have enough spray foam insulation to cover this entire building, every wall and the roof. Just saw the video of the outside of the house. What's up, Cynthia? Good to see you. But, you know, this is what it looks like. I mean, it's very simple frame. And then on the inside, I'm going to be doing horizontal spans of 2x4s to build a mounting point for the OSB that will be mounted, so it actually has real walls. So that's going to really increase it. And then I'm going to be doing some sort of ceiling on top, but I haven't figured out what yet. So it was, it's $1,600 shed that is now turned into a $4,000 or $5,000 project. But at the very least, we'll be able to get out of this small room for all the 3D printing and the CNC and all that, and get out and have a great area to work in and stream from. And then this room will be just the gaming room. So, what's up, Spawn Trooper? Files in Discord? Ah, sweet. Let's go take a looky-loo. If I can find Discord again. Jesus. Oh, you put him in the welcome channel. Okay. I got you. Appreciate it. Let me download that. Download complete. Cool beans. Very cool indeed. But yeah, so I mean, we're getting there. It's taking me a lot longer than I want. I can tell you that the side door is not going to stay that way. We're actually going to build a new door. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Brad. It's not going to stay a metal door. I'm going to build an actual real door for it. And like I said, the double doors, and of course, I'm not capturing my mouse right now. Why? Capture cursor is selected. Oh, there we go. But these double doors, we're going to actually shut one of these permanently, and then they will both be insulated and then have wood put on the inside. But they will ultimately be closed for the most part. Blue Rolls has the 100 mm kits at a good price. Okay, cool. Very cool. So let me close these windows here, and I'll show you what I got for lighting and a few other things. I wanted to go kind of fancy on the lighting because it's going to be my shop. No, 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 do, 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 do. Amazon's taking way too much of my money. There we are. Check this out. So you guys can see, last purchased August 13th. That is the lighting kit we're putting inside the building. What's up, JPP? But yeah, I bought 672 watt, 65K, 14 hex grid overhead lighting for the new workshop. And it's cheap. 14 grids, 140 bucks. Non-dimmable because I just don't care. I need all the light I can get because I'm blind. So I think that will look absolutely sick. You want to put, so do I. I was like, oh man, that would be so good to look in the bedroom, but the dimmable options for the bedroom, you know, which, believe it or not, adds a significant cost. It's $100 more to get dimmable. But you can get the smaller version, the 5 grid, and I think that would be plenty to put in most bedrooms. Random videos daily. I am having a pretty good day. Yes, I am. I'm sitting on my butt right now because I spent about an hour outside working. But I need to take it a little bit easier today because yesterday I spent a good 6 hours outside and just busted my butt. Oh, something I'm working on, by the way, everybody. You know, these. Why am. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, there we go. I had the speaker set wrong. But let me go to this screen here. So, you know, these little Rode wireless type microphone systems, you know, they don't have magnets like the DJI do. They have these clips, and these clips suck. So I've been beta testing a bunch of designs, some of them that are already out there. And I can tell you from the ones I've printed that, well, one, I can't find them. Ugh. Really, I can't find them. So yeah, I think oh no, there's a set right there. So I found this set here up on printables, and using the 6 mil magnets, there's 3 of them on each side. Uh, so 6 total on each piece. These don't stick together at all. It's like there's nothing there. And so I tried a different brand of magnet, printed the exact same out after the magnets came in from Amazon. And these are supposed to be super, super strong magnets. These don't go together at all. I mean, it just, yeah, it's a waste. So I started to go into Fusion and started designing my own. Do, 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 do. But I started designing my own clips using 12 millimeter magnets. And so I printed a beta test of it off the earlier today, and that one I know I did throw away because I was pissed at it. It just didn't have enough support on the clip side to actually hold anything, so I've got to fix that. But 12 millimeter is a little bit better. I think, however, I'm going to have to take it to 15 millimeter magnets to make a difference, and I'm only going to be able to fit 2 of them on each piece. But it's the surface area that counts, and they're going to have to be open magnets. You can't put plastic in between. So these are a brand of magnet I bought. Oh my God. These things stick so good. So let me go back over to this screen. But these ones right here, these are stupidly good magnets. Even the 6 mils are, you know, it's a little bit stronger, but not much. Now, I had considered using these guys. These guys are so tough, they actually put a washer in between them. But I don't know. Has anybody got one of these microphones and actually successfully printed a mag mount for it? Because I am desperate to try to get a decent mag mount made. Because I think it's something I could throw up on there and it would be downloaded by a billion times, because these are good microphones and they're cheap. They sell dirt cheap. Send my info to Armor? Okay. I can do that. I mean, Brett, I don't mind paying for it. I don't mind. Boing. Brad says I'm supposed to send you nudes. I literally just typed that to David. There. I mean, absolutely. We got to get as many people, you know. If I mean, I would buy filament from him for Central 3D if I wasn't sponsored by him. Which actually, I need to actually get him to send me a few rolls because I got another project coming up. So, David has my nudes. You got a question. You have a flight control system and you're struggling to come up with an idea to stabilize them on your table. Any suggestions without using a drill? Yes. It's a fat mod? No, this is just a geek vape. No, this is my OG Sigelli. Oh. So, without using a drill, what you can do is, do you have it all mounted to like one piece, or, ouch. What I would do, and I used to do this with my racing stuff, that when I, if I didn't have the whole racing sim thing, if I needed to mount it to a desk, is I would take a piece of 1/2 inch plywood, mount everything to that, and then use wood clamps. The squeezed together wood clamps. 2-part Rhino flight system. Yeah, you could mount it. Just mount it to that, and then take the squeeze with clamps with the rubber ends on them to stabilize it onto the table. That's what I used to do with my race stuff. And Harbor Freight is your best friend when it comes to stuff like that. Yes, I'm trying to get sponsored by Harbor Freight, all right? I admit it. Jeez. Give me a break. Spawn, it's yeah. Sometimes we overthink stuff. I mean, my stepdad drilled into me that you always over-engineer everything. You can't get your vape open. Yeah, we got a good jet. Yeah, well, you be good too, JPP. Hell no, nothing wrong with Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is my best friend, and I want them to sponsor me so badly. Because did you guys know that Harbor Freight makes a CNC mill, a 5-axis CNC? Yeah, they do. I know. You guys have a an equivalent over there. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, just some, some cheap slide, uh, with the good rubber ends, not the hard plastic ones. But speaking of which, anybody got an idea what I can use that I can have to heat the shop, heat that workshop? Because that's one of my big, you know, one of my big, I don't know what to do, right? I'm not above spending money to do this, but I just don't know what to use that is economical because in the wintertime it gets freaking cold here. PTAC unit, what's our lowest expected temperature? Normally in the winter times in northeast Colorado, where I live, we are regularly below zero, like -8, -10. What's up, Goofy Goober? PTAC. Okay. PTAC Hita. Okay. Oh, I'll have enough heat. I'm running a 100 amp circuit over to the building, so there'll be plenty of power. So, in case anybody's wondering what PTACs are, this is a PTAC. So we have a Medea, a Mana, Distinction, and then PTAC, heat strip. So is it just, so it does air conditioning and heat pump? Hotel unit, yeah, okay, yeah. The square footage, 13 by 21. So what is that? 380 square foot, something like that? So it's a self-contained mini split. I gotcha. Let's see. Let's see. Here, I'll do something dangerous. Sure, Spawn, go for it. Yeah, 5 times 6,000 BTU, about that, yeah. So you over. I was always told that when you're doing HVAC stuff, is you always either go over by almost double or at least 25 to 30% more than you actually think. So, and like I said, the building is going to be plenty insulated. Oh, that's what you do for a living. Nice. And see, I'm going to end up having to do all this stuff myself because our local HVAC guys went out of business. Oh yeah, I've got one of these things. I despise them. I'll be honest with you. I despise these things, and they are fire prone. 1500 watts, man. It'll that little cord that plugs into the wall. It will heat that cord up. Definitely, Cybertech. I will. I'll hit you up. You're a Carrier factory tech. Oh my gosh, I got like the pros in the house. I dig it. How come I don't see anything from Carrier on here? Just Carrier. I thought Carrier was going out of business. What was that whole thing a couple years back? Yeah, I'm gonna be running printers in the summer, so it's gonna have to be AC, you know. And because of the way my body is, like right now, this room. Where's my phone? Let me show you guys. I am just now getting comfortable. My wife will walk into this room and she will flip because here, let's go to the big screen so you guys can see exactly the temperature I keep it in this room. Yeah, this is me in a comfortable room. Well, no, Spawn, I gave you that so you could post a link, but I know you'll abuse it, so don't worry. You don't need to do any adulting. No, I I hear a lot of good things about the Mr. Cool system. What I don't dig at all, is the fact that um, they trust normal human beings to put these things together. So this window AC unit, by the way, I'm absolutely in love with. It's a Toshiba, and it's controlled by my phone, and I have scenes set up for it. So in the middle of the night, this thing will, go into dehumidifier mode, and it's actually pretty sick. So it keeps the humidity down in this room so that I don't have to dry filament so often. And then when I'm in the room, it's set up to certain hours to keep it cooler than other hours. It's kind of nice. I like it. But I will definitely look into a PTAC because that sounds like exactly what I want. I completely forgotten about those units because I am bringing 220 out to the building, so I'm not worried about that. I've got a 100 amp 220s that's going to be coming, 100 amp service circuit coming out, and I'll be dropping at least one 220 circuit on it for a small MIG welder. So, and I might do TIG. I might do a TIG welder too. They won't be obviously used at the same time, but who wants to what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, eh? Oh. The only thing I need to figure out is exactly where I'd want to put it. Oh my God. Havoc, how are you burning up tool head boards like that? You've got to have a short somewhere. Um, I was gonna say I have a couple. I mean, I don't know which boards you fancy, but I, they're somewhere around here. Oh, nope. I've got a couple of tool head boards that I will never use if you want them. Short or low power, yeah. So yeah, mostly what I'm looking for is in the wintertime, I need to keep the room at least 50 to 55 degrees. I am super comfortable in the wintertime without a jacket at that temperature. I'm like weird like that. Printles will do that for you. I mean, yeah, they should, but they're, unless I start manufacturing, they're not going to be running constantly. I mean, they'll be on, but not running. Where on earth is? See, this is the problem. This is the reason I need this building done so I can organize all this crap. There is so much garbage in here right now. Not necessarily garbage, but by the way, I have 14 sets of Gerari drawers done. 14. Yeah. And I still haven't gone through one full roll of the accidental 3 kilogram spools that I bought. That's what I'm trying to find. I don't know where they're at right now. This is going to drive me bonkers because I don't know where everything's at. I've had to move a bunch of crap around recently, but Dan sent me Maker My Nexus. Dan sent me a bunch of stuff, a while back, and there was a couple of tool headboards in there. Ooh, that fell off the wall. That's not good. I will find out what I have, and I will send you a DM about it later instead of me spending all my screen time looking for them. But I've got 2 or 3 different tool headboards. So your next build is getting a BTT Piggyback 36 breakout. You're kind of over communication battles. No kidding. I was actually thinking about going the same way on the DUNE, believe it or not, and I probably will be doing that on the Ender 6 because it is such a distance between the motors, the gantry, and where the electronics are. Um, I don't want to run that long of wires. So Ender, by default with the 6, has a breakout board in that far right corner in the top. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just do a breakout board with that. But I will definitely send you a list, Havoc. I'll find them. They're around here somewhere. Oh, ow. Yee, don't fall. Um, yeah. I do not know where they went. It's going to bug me now. It honestly is bugging the hell out of me already. I know one of them. One of them was up here. See, now that it's in my brain, I'm just going to, hard focus on finding it, which is just bad for stream time. I know you wanted to get your Nighthawk to work. I know. So that was one of the things that I've been trying to figure out is I need to do an ultra high flow, lightweight tool head for the Ender 6 if I want to go 48 volts and want it to be a speed demon. So I've been trying to go through all the projects out there to find out, what's out there that has the proper cooling on it, but is ultra high flow. That's the only thing, the tool head itself is the only thing that I haven't reached out for sponsorship because I don't know which way to go yet. Because basically that whole printer is going to come apart. Everything that's on there that's printed or plastic is going to get remade. Because one, I don't like the color. Two, I want it to be a lot more solid than it is. Oh, I see. I never inline the pies off the power supply itself. I always run a separate power supply. And I actually had thought about something if I was going to do a Nighthawk build, I had actually thought about this. I have quite a few of these. I had actually thought about running a mini PC underneath the printer. A full-blown mini PC. One, because I have it. Two, because these things, I mean, this is an i5. I can throw an i7 processor in this thing and have more than enough computing power for anything I want to do. But yeah, I had actually read that about the, running pies in a separate, high wattage power supply. Well, congratulations on the new job, Heidi. That's awesome. You have a great one. What's up, Livin? How are you? I don't know. What do you guys think about that idea of running a full-blown mini PC underneath the printer? I mean, there's an advantage to it. I mean, like this one alone has 4 USB 2.0 plus ports on it. On the back and a 5th port on the front. And I know there's a breakout that you can get for it to add more. I know these thin client machines are awesome. I don't know about Chrome boxes though. I mean, these are all Windows machines. These are all x86 or 64-bit. I'm not a big fan of Chrome machines ever. You're running a Pi 400 data Beacon. Really? That's interesting. Have you guys seen that new farm software that's out there? Um, Sam Oh God, what's his channel? Sam was trying it on his bamboo printers. It's a it's an automation software, and apparently he can get twice the amount of parts out of it than he does manually. I mean, yeah, you get rid of Chrome and install Linux, but Samcraft, yes, Havoc knows who I'm talking about. I really want to check that out and see if it's just for bamboo, or if you can use it on any printer. Because I actually do have parts that I would like to mass produce and sell, but I have this issue. I don't like monitoring my printers. I just want to throw, like with the FlashForge, I never have print failures on the FlashForge, hardly ever. You think it's just bamboo right now? I mean, I hope that they open it up and they allow for all Clipper based machines, because that would be cool. I mean, we all know bamboo's not Clipper; it's a funky version of Marlin, but Mountain Maker's using it too. That's cool. I use Octo Everywhere as well. Obico's got a nice system. Octo Everywhere, I have a subscription to now, but their AI detection doesn't work as well as it should. If you dream it, they will steal it. Exactly. By the way, where the hell's been? Where's Maker Viking been? You got your Raspberry Pi fixed. Need to get Pi-hole going to get rid of these damn ads. You've been debating on subscribing. I mean, it was worth it to me, just so I could have all of the features, but not everybody needs all of those or even wants them for that, for that matter. But I would like to have an actual automation system going, especially if, you know, God, I hate saying this too. I really hate saying this, but I would actually like to get 3 or 4 printers that would just be for the print farm, just to mass produce the same parts over and over and over again. And frankly, you know, A1 or P1Ss would probably do the trick for it. Well, P1P, I don't know. It'd have to be an enclosed printer. An A1 wouldn't work because everything that I would want to print either has to be printed in ASA or ABS. So, yeah, notification was reached. That was my problem. I'm like, send me the notifications. Tell me when the print is done or when it's screwed up. Oh, it won't tell you because your notification limit got reached. Damn it. Brad, I have got to ask, what is your opinion of the artillery M1? I have been staring at that printer for such a long time. Oh, speaking of printers, we got to go do my everyday browse through Facebook Marketplace. No, 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 no. Let's see what's in Colorado for 3D printers for sale. Let's go to this screen. You love the hardware. They got 30 days to fix the software. You're putting in a Manta 4. So we have a used FlashForge 5M for $230. Go buy a brand new one, folks, for 259 bucks right now instead. Awesome printer. I love mine. It hardly ever fails. See, that's the problem I've heard is that their implementation of Clipper is just garbage. Let's see. We have a 2024 Ender S1 Pro for 400 bucks. Don't bother. That is a no bueno. We have it looks like an Ender 3 Pro right here with a few mods for $60. Get those on eBay, shipped for 60 bucks, probably in better condition. And this one guy wants, this is just an Ender 3 for 75, not a Pro, but just an Ender 3. We have a P1S for 550, new in box. Another one for 450. Ooh, we have a Voron 2.4 R2 3. Oh, look at that. It's party. Yes, Cybertech. They know what they have. I know. Okay. Whoever built this did a pretty damn nice job. I'll say that. Except for, look at this Bowden tube. Look how the bend in this. That's going to put so much pressure on filament. I'll almost guarantee he gets breaks right there. Hasn't been used in a while. It's pretty dusty. UV reactive filament used because of the coloring. Decent wiring job. Not bad, not bad. Used Wagos. That's interesting. I haven't seen too many people use Wagos. Nice printer. 750 is not a bad price either. For a 350, that's not bad. Let's see what else we got in Colorado. Ender 3 for 110. That's not an Ender 3, but okay. That's an S1 or something like that. Maybe that's a V3 as well. Yeah, it's a V3. Those are both V3s. A K1C for 520. Nope. A Cobra Max for 480. You can buy them cheaper right now. Brand spanking new. Oh. You know, the MakerBot replicators are pretty freaking cool. Yeah, exactly, Brad. Send him a DM and have him take a look at the configs. I don't like that you have to use their spooling system on this, but it is kind of a printer. Ultimaker 3, two of them for 300 bucks. Now that would be a fun project to modernize. Especially if there's two of them.
A new follower.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for following Fink 1978. That would be an interesting project to modernize an Ultimaker. Oh, hell yeah. Look at this. Marked down from $7,000 to 2,000 bucks. I'll bet you I could, wait him out and make him a $500 offer for a Fortis. I don't even know how you'd use that thing. Why does it look so dirty and dusty in this picture, but it's clean as hell in this one? Oh, what do we got here? Gigabot. I haven't seen one of these in a while. $2,400. That is a big printer, guys. Another Voron, but he wants $1,200. $1,200 for it. That's the same printer, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, but he does have West 3D and a KB 3D sticker on it. That's worth, 500 bucks alone. Exactly, Brad. Just put mantas and octopuses and everything. What the heck kind of rails did he put are on that? I haven't seen those rails before. That's interesting. What else do we got here that's interesting? There's a snap maker. I do want an idea former. To me, that is the ultimate PLA printer right there. You've been watching a Trident near you. Was it 14? Now it's 6. I'll bet you he'll bite at 500 bucks. I mean, I got the Ender 6 behind me. She was asking 500 for it, and I offered her 200 bucks for it, and she took it. So here we go. I don't even know what this is. Has anybody ever heard of this thing? Why does a 3D printer need a 400-watt laser in it? It's only $55,000, by the way. That is as much money as I bought my house for in 2009. Getting ready to do a custom carbon fiber tube gantry with rail. Oh my God, that'd be sick. I have no idea what kind of 3D printing this thing does. If that's the bed, it's flippin' tiny. And I'm sorry to tell everybody, but the older large format printers like that, the industrial ones, are not worth that. They are not. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a Tronxy. What the heck? 3,500 bucks. So what if it's 2 foot by 2 foot? You can buy that whole printer kit for less than that money. That is ridiculous. It looks like, yeah, I figured it'd be an SLS printer, but why would they need a 400-watt laser on it? That was just, that's what kind of bugged me. There's an MK4 for 725. I wouldn't pay that. There's an Ender 5 for 150 bucks. Local pickup only. Bummer. That would be worth it. You can do a lot of fun stuff with an Ender 5. Lulzbot. Ooh, what's this? That looks ancient but solid as a rock. Built from scratch Hevo Evolution 3D. Build volume is 265 by 300 by 400. Interesting build volume. BL Touch, E3D V6, Bondtech BMG, SKR Pico, Raspberry Pi 3B. So it's nothing's fancy, and I wouldn't pay $350 for it. You saw a Tronxy for $250 that was a frame ratchet strapped to a keg. I love that. I actually do want a Tronxy. I want their 400 or 500 kit just to build on stream and have some fun with it and mod the crap out of it. Well, Cybertech, a few years ago, you'd never find a 3D printer on Facebook Marketplace in Colorado. Now they're everywhere because people get into the hobby and then they get bored because they don't want to actually understand how to do it. What is this? Here's a Tronxy. It's the 300. Yeah, it's the 300 for $150. If I could get this guy to take this thing apart and send it to me, I would be so down for that. Just to have it to build something fun out of. See, I would actually be really interested in one of these. The raised 2D Pros. Exactly. Grab that thing for parts, man. The extrusions alone are worth that. Exactly. Well, unless they're bent like a lot of Tronxy stuff is. See, I would love to be able to play with this printer right here because these things have so much potential. Modernize the hell out of it and just go ham on it. But he's asking way too much money. Like I said, used printers, unless there are certain ones they don't hold value, people seem to think that they do. Snapmaker Pro for $1,200. No, thank you. Hey, now that's the Race 3D tax you pay. Exactly. I know what I got, man. Oh, look, there's another Race 2D. Race 3D Pro 2. This one's the shorter version, not the tall one. See, this guy's a little bit more in line with what it might be worth. Needs a hot end. Okay. Ooh, there's a rigid bot. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I've seen some interesting things that you can do with those. Look, there's a Korea. Wait, what? Oh, I thought it said $20. It says 520. Hey, look, there's a brand new in-box DaVinci Color Mini. $250. That actually might be worth having just for fun. There's another CR10. Okay, yeah. CR10's good investment right there. I have learned from Dan to stay away from the FL Suns. And look, there's an extruder for the for the Race 3D right there. There's an Ender 5 Pro. Asking a little too much money, not too bad. You could probably offer a little bit less than you take it, because there's one right there with extras for $240. Hey, it's not bad. Why don't you replace everything? Yes, everything. Hey, look, boxes of 3D printer poop for free. What the heck is this monstrosity? Steel aluminum enclosure, 300 bucks. Built around the Philistruder hardware. Includes automatic feeding and spooling, temperature controlled, diameter readout. Some printed components need to be replaced. Approximately 6 foot by 5 foot by 3 foot. That is big.
A new follower. Hell yeah.
Definitely, I mean, this is interesting. Scuttle, thank you for the follow. But why is it so big if what's the build area? I'm confused so bad right now. Is it a robotic arm that does the printing? What is this thing? Philistruder. What the heck is this thing? I mean, it would be worth it just for all the, if I could offer him a couple $100 just for the, the frame. But I don't know. I have any idea what this thing's for. DIY plastic extruder for 3D printing. I am actually complete loss for that. I have no idea. And it wouldn't fit in my Chevy Traverse anyway. But we're looking, oh, there we go. There we go. We found it, everybody. We found the most useless, expensive 3D printer in Colorado. See, that's what I was kind of thinking that, Dan. I was kind of thinking it makes filament. Oh, well, that'd be kind of cool. Here we go. We have an X1 M print S print Furan system, including industrial binder and jetting 3D printer. What? So it has a direct pellet extruder. We know that from the top there. Holy Jesus, that thing is huge. What the frick? Is that the power station for that thing? Oh no, that's a. What is this thing? What does it do? It's a metal printer. Prints bronze. Dang, son. Well, it's cool looking, and $200,000 puts it out of the running for anything I would ever afford. It No, it didn't say it was a paper printer. I have never seen or heard of this thing. That looks very strange. Oh, it's a MakerBot Method X. Okay. Yeah. That's a prototyping printer right there. Mostly for printing nylon. Metal printing would definitely work. Yes. What the heck? Is it me or does that not? That does not look like a Taz 3. Weird. I mean, you find all sorts of weird crap up here. I just enjoy sometimes just going through these, just killing time. I'd actually like to have a Creator Pro 2 because dual extruders, baby. But yeah, holy cow. There's filament for a Stratasys. PC10. Ah, see, there's a Sidewinder. I see artifacting. It's also kind of fun to see a lot of these brands that you just hardly ever hear of. Ultimaker 3 Extended. That'd be fun to play with. Yeah, the cost of used Prusas went through the damn roof with, the Prusa wire. Prusa Mini for 400 bucks. There was a guy in Colorado selling Prusa Minis for 185 bucks. You're not wrong, Brad. Our airport is probably one of the strangest places on earth. That is no joke. I have a friend that was actually in one of the construction crews that built that airport. And he said there are things in that airport that just, what the F is this thing? That just surprised the hell out of him. Folgertech. Never heard of Folgertech. Anybody heard of Folgertech? It's a 300 by 300. It's 150 bucks. If I can find somebody in Denver to go up and get it for me. You've heard of them? I've never heard of them. That's kind of an interesting looking printer, though. Really? Yep, canvas roof on an airport in Colorado where it hails a lot. What's up, Digital Dragon? I didn't miss Dan's stream. I was lurking before I went outside and went live myself. MKS, that's old, man. That is old. I actually am going to save that one because that actually might be worth the drive just to go get. Do 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 do. You know what's fun is getting some of these really old printers and modernizing them. You know, that seems to be where all the fun content, because there's so many cool things you can do to these things. I think we hit the end of it. Oh, close to the end. Lulzbot. Lulzbots are really popular here in Colorado. I just, it's actually quite entertaining to me. There's another Ender 5. So far we've seen 2 Vorons. Just 2. I actually thought we'd see quite a few more, but we only saw 2. And now we're just into regular printers for the most part. Sad. um, Digital Direct. I had that happen uh, quite a bit when I was doing Clipper on the Ender 3 4.2.1 boards. Uh, so yeah, but so we had a little bit of fun there, just looking at random crap on Facebook Marketplace. But the Ender 6, waiting on sponsorship opportunities for that. We have everything for the Do Ender, so that's going to be a project coming up in a couple live streams. I got probably 2 or 3 lives coming in for that. And then, of course, we have the 3MS that I want to finish up here shortly. And then we're going to do something fun. We're going to start modding both of the 300s to make them a little bit nicer. And because I haven't been used, if you guys notice, the 300s are sitting on the bottom. They're not being used at all. So one of them's going to go for a project, and the other one's going to actually get working because it needs to be printing. Um, I am going to be putting both of them on rails and changing the extruders and hot ends out. So, and then of course we have the mini CNC, but as you guys see, I have no desk space. I have no space whatsoever. That's the reason this workshop is so important to get done. That way I have bench space. Stuff that we can actually sit there and BS and I can talk and have room to actually do stuff with. You know, so hopefully we can get that done here in short order because they say it only takes a couple days to put the building together. Well, in my world, with 2 or 3 people helping, that'll be a week, week and a half, and it won't take that long to actually spray foam it. Well, run the electrical and then spray foam and all that good jazz. So you got 2 Centauri carbons printing parts for the Milo Casa enclosure. Nice. By the way, I haven't had a cigarette in 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. Yo, LTX. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Chilling inside after doing a quick stream outside. So, uh, we're about 70% done with the stuff outside. What's up, Pyro? Oh, battery fell. But yeah, we've got it. We're waiting on the city and the building inspector to issue the building permit so that I can actually get the pad poured. So tomorrow, I have to jump on that, and then Wednesday, got to take the wife and one of the kids out of town for doctor's appointments. Might do an on the road stream or something like that. I don't know. Now that I got the mobile thing working. And I actually did get a nice phone mount for my car. So I'm kind of looking forward to. I gotta go put that thing in. I'm pretty sure you're right, Digital Dragon, that the newest versions of Clipper and Coleco are definitely leaving the older boards behind. Because I've seen a lot of people have issues, especially with Coleco, not being able to install it. It won't compile. You've been fighting with your box turtle? I'm sorry. I know nothing about the box turtle. I haven't built one yet. We built the 3MS, and then I'm gonna end up. I've got all the parts. I'll end up building a happy turtle lettuce feeder. I actually have parts for two of them, so I'll end up building at least one on stream. And then I'm thinking about building the second one and doing a giveaway. But I'll custom build it to whatever color the individual wins. I think that'd be fun. Oh my. So yeah, I'm thinking with um, I'm thinking that I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna not use a Pi on some of these new builds and just use a thin client, one of these thin client PCs. That way I have high power, stable processing power, and lots of USB 2 and USB 3 ports on it. So, and I've got plenty of these. So yeah, I've got the Dells, I got Lenovo's, and the cool thing is like this one. This one is another Dell. It's an i5, which is more than enough processing power, and it's got wireless already on it. And I bought a number of 128 gig M.2 drives to put in it. So check for random spaces in the config LTX. Somebody else I heard I was watching a while back had that same issue, and they had a random space on a line. It was either before or after something, just a random space that showed up, and it completely screwed the lane up. Do you have the time? Well, there's an ender I've never heard of before. A CRM4. A 450 by 450 ender. Jesus. Yeah, Projects had one too. Yeah. But I was specifically remember somebody's live stream had a problem with their box turtle and had that same issue. I don't remember who it was. It was a while back though, like a couple months ago. Oh, my nose itches. But that being said, everybody, it's been well, we've been streaming for almost 3 hours total. 2 hours on this, and about an hour, hour and a half, or whatever it was outside. I'm hungry. I need food. So y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I might stream again, do a game stream a little bit later. But thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, follow, all that good jazz before you leave. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if anybody needs to reach out, you know how to get a hold of me. I'm on Discord, just a DM away. And thank you, Brad, for sending that file over. I'm definitely interested in that. I'll take a quick and fast look at that and get that down. See what we can do. Digital Dragon, you haven't. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Digital Dragon, for subscribing. You have an Ender 3 NG. So yeah, I have one Ender 3 left down here somewhere in that pile of crap, and we're going to probably do an NG build on it as well. But I'm thinking about there's a few mods that I'm just going to incorporate right off the bat. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I appreciate all of you. I'm out of here. Peace. All right, thank you, Brad. Later, everybody. Where's the offline thing? There it is. Bye, everybody.